Hey everyone, it's Mia once again with another professional wrestling video regarding, as always, the WWE, since it is the only professional wrestling company I happen to watch on a regular basis, since I really don't have much access to any other professional wrestling companies, and well, in all honesty, I'm not a fan of Impact Wrestling. So, as always, please allow me to discuss a few topics that are related in some way, shape, or form to the WWE. Alright, so in very recent history, and by recent I mean just yesterday, Tamara Sitch, known as Sunny in the professional wrestling industry by many fans, has been on a Twitter war against a current talent known as Revitalization. Alright, so basically this little Twitter war between these two women started when Revitalization dissed Psycho Sid for appearing on Monday Night Raw recently when she claimed that Psycho Sid no-showed some events in the independent circuit. Now, whether Revitalization's statements about Psycho Sid no-showing those independent events are true or not, I really don't know since I honestly didn't look into it, but Tammy Sitch was infuriated by Revitalization's statements, and so therefore the little Twitter war ensued. And so therefore this brought out the bad side in Sunny, and she resorted to even using homosexual slurs to insult Revitalization. And so personally, I think that the worst part of this whole little Twitter war that they have going on at the moment is the fact that Sunny let the bad side get the best of her. Because when you've been tied in with the professional wrestling business as long as Sunny has, you'd think that she'd have more self-control over the things she said on popular sites such as Twitter. Especially considering the fact that she even has WWE and Hall of Famer in her Twitter name. And so basically, to add more icing to the already spoiled cake, Sunny even went back a few minutes later on Twitter to apologize for the things she said to Revitalization and claimed that her Twitter account was hacked and that it really wasn't her on her Twitter account saying the things that she did. So basically, not only was it bad enough that she was throwing around homosexual slurs and insulting another person on Twitter, but she's also trying to pull a Kurt Angle on us, so you know, that's even worse. All in all, though, I'm a bit disappointed that Sunny wasn't able to keep this calm and collected and just maybe ignore it altogether so that things like these don't happen. Moving on from the Twitter drama, though, who else expected Triple H versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam to be announced? Anyone? Raise your hands. Yes, I expected it too, because there were many sites that report wrestling news on the internet that speculated that this would happen, and so basically it's been confirmed because there are even posters with Brock Lesnar's face on it with the SummerSlam logo that pretty much confirm it. So in case you were hoping that Triple H versus Brock Lesnar would be confirmed for SummerSlam, well then, there you go, it basically is, and you're gonna get to watch your match. So yes, you're allowed to get up and shout like Daniel Bryan if you're excited for this match. Yes! 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 And in case you haven't noticed, and one can't blame you if you haven't, there basically is no Divas Division in the WWE at the current moment. Because basically on average, we get to see a Divas match once or twice a month. Not that I'm complaining, because that's kind of a good thing. At least it is a good thing in my personal opinion, because how many people have been complaining for so many years now that the Divas Division isn't what it used to be before so many years ago. So personally, I think that we're better off without a Divas Division than with a Divas Division that the WWE creative team really doesn't care for whatsoever. So if you're used to looking at Kelly's chest and at Layla's butt on weekly WWE programming, well, you might just have to learn to live without all of that on WWE. But yes, don't you worry, you and I both would survive just fine without them on weekly programming. And once again, I had to bring up the WWE title picture and how AJ is involved in it still. So what's going on here, I ask? What's going to go on with AJ, Punk, and Daniel Bryan? Will this turn out to be one of those big summer angles that the creative team has been planning for some time now? Or will it be a disappointment just like creative team is used to giving out on television? And so, of course, I'd love to hear your thoughts on AJ's involvement in the WWE title picture. And just in case you haven't been keeping up with Monday Night Raw, Vicky Guerrero announced this past Monday that Raw's Money in the Bank match will only feature former WWE champions. So basically what this means is that Big Show, Kane, Chris Jericho, and John Cena have been confirmed to participate in the Money in the Bank match for Raw at the pay-per-view. So unfortunately, on the Raw side of the Money in the Bank match, I feel that it's going to be quite the disappointment. Because besides Jericho, we have no superstars so far that can do any high-flying maneuvers, any OMG moments, or anything of that sort. Instead, we have the big bulky superstars like Kane and Big Show who can't really move inside the ring all that fast, and so therefore perhaps that this will be the downfall of Raw's Money in the Bank pay-per-view. But let's hope that myself and many others who think the same thing are wrong, and that this will turn out to be another great Money in the Bank pay-per-view just like the previous two. But we also can't forget the fact that there's still two WWE superstars that need to be announced for Raw's Money in the Bank match. So let's hope that they're good superstars, because we really can't put the dead man in the casket before the casket is made. So as always, we really need to get these two superstars to be announced before we can really get the feel of the match and start to really decide whether this match will be worth watching or not. But as always, here's to hoping for the best. And to close this video up, there is one last thing to talk about. The fact that the WWE Tag Division is once again being revived, and so therefore now we have teams like the Primetime Players, the Usos, Primo and Epico, and Tyler Rex and Kurt Hawkins. Because it's always a good thing when the WWE decides to improve on something that they're really doing on very poorly. So seeing the Tag Division improve from what it used to be not too long ago is definitely a plus. And here's to hoping that just like for the Money in the Bank match for Raw, that the Tag Division keeps on getting better, even if it's going to take a while for it to really improve and start to take off. And so for the meantime, we should try to dance along with Rosa Mendes, yell in Samoan like the Usos, and make millions of dollars like the Primetime Players. But that's basically everything that I wanted to cover in this video, so here we are at the end once again. And so therefore I thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and as always, I will see you here in the next video regarding the WWE. I am your channel host, Juanito Shet, signing off.